Ooga cunts. Welcome to whatever the fuck we're gonna call this show. Tonight we're talking about COVID and you. You know how this little insidious, disgusting, invisible enemy of a disease has been affecting you, the people, the lovely cunts that I admire so much. Tonight I got my beautiful co-host Jimmy Samaj Zed. I got my secretary, Linus. Doesn't matter. He's a secretary. Our guest has not yet shown up, so we're going to talk about some other shit until she does. If she doesn't, we'll break into the story. For now, I would like to know, how has COVID affected you two? Jimmy, I know you've been having some issues because of it.
Well, sort of. I mean, I'm not all that affected by YouTube because I don't really upload videos all that much. In fact, last time I checked, the last video I uploaded on my channel was 5 months ago. So I'm kind of late on these things. So I'm fine. But people are still affected on YouTube because apparently, despite this being the number one topic that everyone's talking about, apparently you still can't say the word on YouTube. You can't talk about any of the phrases, otherwise you get demonetized, or maybe even restricted, or your stream doesn't get.
Well, what are we not supposed to say? Like COVID, coronavirus,
fucking... Yeah, all of them. Yeah, virus,
I think it's
outbreak,
called Chinky Pox, Wu Flu.
The Wu Flu is one of my favorites. Exactly. Or even any of the other phrases involving China, like China lied and people died. You know, that's that popular catchphrase. We're not allowed to say it. You get demonetized and all that stuff. So,
Winnie the flu.
And even then, like if you were to
Winnie the Flu Bear.
And if you were to put in the coronavirus into your title, into your description or anything like that, you'll get a banner underneath your video talking with a link to the World Health Organization. You guys probably seen it on multiple videos on YouTube. It's right there, and that's if you're talking about it in your title or something. And then the next video after that will probably have it, even though you're not talking about the virus or who knows what. But that one time you did do it, the next couple of videos will probably have that link, which is kind of strange because if people go out there and make videos proving, let's say, the World Health Organization lied because it's part of the Chinese propaganda machine, as it seems like that's exactly what it is. Well, then, I mean, they'll put the link to the World Health Organization just in your description. So it's like,
well,
okay.
That's actually a pretty interesting thing to talk about before our guest shows up. What?
Yeah, I've been talking about a lot of things. Well, I'm trying to talk about YouTubes in general. I mean, we're not supposed to say it. If you want, unless you want money, you're not supposed to say it.
Well, no, the thing about the WHO and
which one? Oh, about the World Health Organization being in the pocket of China?
Yeah.
Well, the World Health Organization...
Schmeckle, why did you put the StreamYard link in the chat?
Because I get to choose who actually gets in, so it don't fucking matter. I can put the link wherever I want.
That means anybody can get in, Schmeckle.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
I had
God.
to add you in before you could get in.
Yeah, they'll be in the waiting room before he can bring them in. So it's okay. I guess that's one of the things that StreamYard... That's one of the...
Yeah, it's a big improvement. I like it. It's more work for me, and I hate that. But...
Well, it means that
okay.
Yeah, it just means StreamYards is better than Google Hangouts in a lot of ways. So
I like the design better too.
Let's see. There you go.
It's a massive improvement. But well, what's this about the WHO being in the pocket of China? I heard something about them being hacked. Has shit come out?
Yeah, the WHO, the NIH, the CDC, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, along with the Wuhan Viral Biolab, all of them didn't necessarily. They might have gotten hacked. What came out of those hacks was the emails and passwords of everybody who is a part of them.
Now, I haven't really been following that incident all that much. I first heard about this today from the Quartering, and from what I could tell from his video accordingly, because I haven't followed up with anyone else. but apparently all the information is being put up on social media, and it's immediately getting taken down. So hopefully people can get the information out there, and then we can verify whether or not this information is true. But who
It's
knows?
all on the Internet Archives if you guys are interested in looking at it.
I'm gonna let.
If you guys
I
are going
don't
to
need a
use the
bunch of
emails and
people's
passwords,
passports.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna help me a whole lot.
Yeah.
Although I have been banned from immigrating to the U.S., so maybe I need a fake passport. Who knows?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, you do look vaguely Chinese.
And why
Like,
would
if
you?
you
Right
shave your
now, yeah,
mustache-
I've been smoking a lot.
Why were you banned from like the U.S.? What did you do?
Yeah, you were too, Jimmy. Immigration has been shut down to the
Oh,
U.S.
that, please. That'll only be around for a little while longer. Of course, granted, unless World War III happens, and at this point, I'm not surprised.
You don't know how much I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not. Do you have any idea? We're talking nuclear winter here because
Yeah, Jimmy. When do the world wars ever really affect Canada?
well, it depends.
Nuclear winter will happen everywhere else, and us in Sweden will be sitting there going, "Oh, yeah, I'm glad we didn't take a massive role."
We'll see. I mean, this could go in a lot of different directions. And
I said Sweden. I meant Switzerland. I always confuse those two.
I mean, they're both equally irrelevant.
They're right.
I mean, if we're lucky, it won't go that way. Like, there was, like, again, any information we get from China is always to be taken with a grain of salt. I would trust a whistleblower.
A slab of salt.
Oh, that too.
Fucking truckload of fucking salt. What the fuck are you talking about? A grain of salt? Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, and that's why it wasn't a big fucking surprise when China came out and said that maybe the numbers were a little wrong. You really can't expect accurate data from a country that is known to suppress their own media. If they're going to suppress what their own people know, they're probably not going to be overly open with what other powers know. Wasn't a massive shock that the Chinese government was lying. It is a little ridiculous to blame that on all Chinese people, as a small segment of people have been doing. But no, obviously China was lying. Obviously they, where the virus originated, where nobody fucking knew what the fuck it was or how to deal with it. Obviously they'd be in a worse place, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Trump's whole dick wagging thing where he's like, yeah, well, China has it worse. It's like, okay, so you're only the second most infected country after the guys who got it first.
Well, in all honesty, I actually don't think America was the most affected because America just so happens they developed their own testing kits. And it's probably just the most accurate. Well, most of the other places in the world are using Chinese testing kits, and they're only about 20% accurate. And so
it could definitely be down to the testing kits.
I mean, I imagine China's the worst hit, and the second hit is probably Italy because Italy, like, again, they're
at the start they were the worst.
Well,
right?
I think. I think they're the second worst because
they're very affectionate. Yeah, they do the kiss to the side and the side.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you're greeting everybody with a kiss on the cheek, obviously you're gonna spread some disease. Shame on you, Italy.
Yeah, but I mean, no, they're using faulty testing sets, and so they have no way of knowing if their numbers are even remotely accurate. They're probably not accurate. And a lot of people are going home and dying at home. And we don't even know if they're dying because of the coronavirus, but a lot of deaths are happening at home in Italy. So there's a factor to be said that they're probably the second worst hit because they don't have the means of testing. And America...
They died because of a fucking pasta shortage.
Oh,
they didn't meet their daily pasta requirements, so they just dropped fucking dead.
Well, the funny thing is about the pasta thing, they showed pictures of their stores, and all the shelves are barren, except for the pasta. Pasta was untouched in Italy. But it turns out they probably all have pasta already. So,
you sure
Yeah,
about that?
they make their own, Jimmy.
yeah, they don't need pasta.
Nobody in Italy goes to a fucking store for pasta.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Leaf's in the chat saying she got a Switch. I don't give a fuck, Leaf. Get your. From what I understand, the Leaf, the Switch rather, is a separate device from your fucking laptop or your phone or whatever you got, right?
Yeah. Most consoles.
Get your ass in here. I'm downloading a Warski-sized amount of porn right now,
Leaf, you're
and I'm
partially
still able to
responsible
run the
for this.
show.
Oy.
But no, I feel like even if America ain't the worst, even if they're not even the second worst, like there's China, there's fucking Italy, there's whoever. Oh yeah, let's get Pinoid in here. I'll enjoy that. Even if they, Pinoid, you shut your goddamn mouth for a second. Let me finish my sentence. I feel like even if they're not the worst, there we go. They're doing a terrible fucking job. How you doing, Pinoid?
Man, listen, home. I'll be right. My chest hurts a little bit. I think I might have caught the COVID. Either that or me burning through like a pack of cigarettes every 7 hours is fucking me up. One of the two. I'm not sure which yet.
It could be either.
What's going on with you, Schmeckle, over here looking like looking like one of the
caveman.
Yo, I ain't even gonna call you a caveman. You're like one of them niggas from like Fast Times at Ridgemont High and shit.
Oh, God damn.
And Jimmy, what the fuck is up, man? Yo, this nigga's over here wearing a luchador suit as a sumo wrestler and shit. The fuck is popping off?
Well, not me, that's for sure.
He's about to pop out of that fucking shirt, though. Look at those fucking shoulders. Flex bars,
look at.
Give us
No, we're good.
Yo, look at those motherfucking titties and shit, homie. Goddamn, bro. Hey, you can get some motherfucking exercise or something, man.
Let me tell you, I unlike most people, I've been doing this quarantine thing since December. I saw the writing in the wall. I didn't fucking leave my house unless I had to, and that's exactly what happens.
Frankly, I'm surprised you left your house at any point. I know at one point you had a job, but you're an artist, Jimmy. You got the fucking choice to just stay in that goddamn room and draw all day and sell that shit.
I leave my house all the time. I had a social life. Granted, not with women.
Too, Jimmy. Oh, not with women. Okay.
Yeah, that's the.
I can see that. Maybe.
I think my priorities would have shifted in a different way depending on the gender of the people I hang out with. Maybe.
Yeah, you might be prettier.
And that it could be. I wouldn't have a reason to use the mask.
But Pinoid, you got like 8,000 kids. How's COVID affecting you?
I'll be real with you, man. Like, I got fired from my job like February 28th, and I kind of just been off work since then, hanging the fuck out, chilling. You know, but I'm not doing fucking bad. It's not bad fucking being off work for 2 months, hanging the fuck out. It's kind of nice.
Man, I've been off work for a little over a month now, and I'm going fucking nuts.
Yeah, I work on my YouTube shit. I work out. I go fishing, go hit the fucking hills, and go hiking and shit. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I haven't had sex in over a month. The bars aren't open. I'm going nuts.
Yo, see, now I locked down some pussy back in January. You know what I mean? It's fucking, so I'm good.
That would have been smart. If I had known this was coming up, I would have prepared.
Well, you should have always had pussy on the back burner. I don't know what the fuck you're doing and shit. Like,
I had pussy, but not devoted pussy.
Yo, you gotta always have some pussy in your back pocket, like just on a regular basis. Anytime, like you're walking around the house, it's like a gun. You should just fucking have one within arm's reach.
Just be able to whip it out.
Yeah, just be able to fucking pull that shit out. Like he's like, oh bitch, the fuck you doing? Like I got pussy I've been banging since like the 90s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck you, I've been a side nigga for like 15 years.
Anything that was bangable in the 90s, I don't want.
I'm saying I'm older though, right? Like I'm almost 40 and shit.
That is
so
true.
You know, Yeah, right. You know, so like I got bitches in their fucking 40s and shit who I've been banging. I've been a side nigga to bitches longer than motherfucking bitches stay in relationships. Like they get with the new dude, they're like, who's this cat? And we're like, side dudes is over here, like, oh, who the fuck is this dude? You knew, motherfucker. I've been here forever. You know what I mean? Like, I got a spare bedroom built in this pussy and shit. Like, yo.
And that's why he's got 18 fucking kids.
You're fucking right. You're fucking right.
So yeah, you got laid off before all this shit, so it hasn't really hit yet, eh?
Yo, well, I mean, like I'm broke, but like, you know, I got a bitch who's buying me new shoes and shit and bought me a car. Like I'm fucking cool.
Man, I'm gonna come live with you, Pinoy.
Yo, you're gonna be sleeping in the kids' playpen and shit. Like, yo, I'm pretty sure you're.
I can curl up.
Like, I got food. We good. I got food. I got guns. Like, yo, I saw the toilet paper was out. I went and bought 700 rounds of ammunition. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Gotta protect that toilet paper.
Yo, look, man, they ran out of toilet paper at the store. The fucking shelves was empty. And I was like, what the fuck are we going to do? I know. I'll go buy some fucking ammunition. That'll guarantee I'll be able to find toilet paper no matter what happens.
Okay, I thought you were going to wipe your ass with it.
No. Like, I can go kick in the door and shoot somebody for some toilet paper, you know? Like, shit, you know how important toilet paper is? It's a whole new fucking economy and shit. Like, I was down here.
We're doing all right. I mean, I'm off work, but still getting paid. Yeah, you got a fucking sugar mommy. Jimmy lives with his mom. Linus, how you doing?
Oh, you know, just laid off on unemployment, living with the family who's also
yours is the more interesting story. Tell it.
Well, I got a really good job at the end of last year, and then the beginning of this year was really good. And as soon as I got my shit together, a bunch of shanks decided to play God in a biolab on the other side of the fucking world. Now gas is free, and I'm out of the goddamn job.
Remind me to let him speak less. Yeah. You're out of a job. What were you doing again?
I was a shipping monkey.
Oh, I thought you were a fitness instructor.
No.
Yeah, they're the exact same thing. You know, I don't know how the fuck you didn't get them confused. You know,
right?
I would confuse that too. Exact, like, yo, that is almost the same.
They
exact
seem
job.
very similar.
That. Hey,
yeah, same thing.
How you doing, Leaf? Hey, Leaf, how you doing? Leaf?
She's there. I just heard her giggle.
Yeah, I heard her squeak.
God damn it.
Yeah, she made those almost opal noises.
Almost opal. So close to being opal.
I heard one squeak. And then...
Well, I know she's not opal because as far as I know,
she's just never missing that psychotic edge.
Yo, man, Rotten B said Tom P's like some used because he can't get them fresh. Bro, I prefer not to get. Have you had a conversation with a 20-year-old as of recently? Legit, man. It's like talking to a fucking retard. I feel like I'm raping the handicapped and shit.
Exactly.
I feel like this is going to make the later conversation a lot more uncomfortable. But yeah, no, I cannot see you getting with something. Like, I'm only 27. I'm a lot younger than you.
Yeah.
I couldn't see hooking up with a fucking 20-year-old. You know?
You can't. And like, yo, if you're not hooking up with a 20-year-old, are you even planting a flag? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really doing? You know, because that bitch has been she's 24, 25. She's about to settle down. She's been sport fucking for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? She's riding every dick she found. You know
but at that point, I would rather, I'd prefer the slut who was a grown-up.
Yo, I would prefer a bitch with a job and a 401k at that point. You know
exactly.
Like, why am I fuck a 24-year-old who ain't got no job or fucking she's, you know what I mean, all strung out on her car payments and shit, still got a drug habit, or I can go bang like the 35, 40-year-old chick, You know what I'm saying? You know,
35 to 40 growth stage.
well, it's not
I'm talking 25 to 30 and then like 70 plus. Those are my age ranges.
Yo, look, man. All right. If you're banging 70 plus, wherever you go, you should be carrying Corona blankets and pillows to fucking save the rest of our society some of that Social Security money.
Man, I bring the virus to them after they put me in their will.
Well, no, just in general.
Yeah, you gotta fuck smart.
Well, like, yo, look, even if you're not getting in the will, do your national duty and help us save some fucking money.
I live in a different country. I don't gotta do no national duty. I'm Canadian.
You've got to apply some of that boomer remover.
You're America's hat, okay? Legit. You're like one of our Amish hats and shit. You're just, you know, I mean, you're just there like to keep away like fucking polar bears. That's all y'all fucking Canadians are really there for.
Yeah, and it's working well for us.
No, it's working well for
dying
us.
off while we're sitting here. I mean, like, kind of fine. It's particularly funny because you guys have a fucking moron as your president. We have a fucking moron as our prime minister, but they're stupid in different directions.
Well,
you have.
I was going to say, all right. The difference is that America has a competent moron. Well, we have a child as prime minister.
No, both countries kind of have children leading them right now. Trump's all about look how good I can do, give me pride.
Yeah.
Trudeau's all about look how good a boy I am.
As he plays dress up. It's a little boy who thinks he's a little girl. I just get him gone, man. Get him gone. I'm done with this motherfucker. Why do I have to tell him?
We never should have reelected him. The only reason he ended up winning was because Andrew Scheer was admittedly a piece of fucking shit.
Yes.
That's the only reason he won, because the Conservatives picked somebody who was just garbage. Yeah, Trudeau won for the same reasons Trump won. And kind of in the same way, because he didn't get the popular vote either.
Yeah, look at where we are right now. They're about to run somebody who legitimately has dementia.
Not only that, right now, if Biden wins the Democratic, if he becomes the Democratic nominee,
he is a nominee.
Okay. I spent the past week basically asleep.
Like Bernie dropped out. He was the only other person running.
Okay, but are the primaries done? Is he like officially the nominee?
Yeah, there's no one left in the race. No one else is running.
I think.
Yeah, you've got one guy who's accused of being a rapist versus another guy who's accused of being a rapist.
Yeah, look, I'm not concerned with the rape thing. All right, I'm more concerned with the fact that like he fought a dude named Corn Pop. All right, who
icing on the cake, guys.
If it comes out and it's proven that either of them's a rapist, obviously I care about that. But right now, while it's just accusations, you got two guys who are fucking accused of being rapists.
Everyone's accused of being a rapist in America.
Oh, well, that does make sense.
Yo,
I forget about your culture sometimes.
Yo, like legit, like black chicks want it taken from them. They say that on a regular basis. It's just part of the culture. Like, yo, fucking, like, man, look, you know, it's fucked up over here. But legit, like, fucking, yo, Joe Biden is literally out of his fucking mind. Have you heard his stories that he tells?
No, he's sometimes he's coherent. Other times he's barely able to form a sentence.
No. Have you heard the stories even when he is coherent?
To be honest, I've spent most of my time not on politics lately.
I feel
he's
like
you're doing
legit
live streams now with his wife, and the look on her face every time he talks.
Linus, you're doing the thing again. Yeah, you're doing the thing again.
Are you borrowing your internet from the fucking restaurant next door like Schmeckle does?
I
yeah,
just live in
absolutely.
Canada. That's just how our internet works.
Yo, fucking Joe Biden told, like, he gets up on stage and he tells stories, right? Like, he told this story about how he fought a black dude named Corn Pop, right? Over, like, when he was a lifeguard, and like he had little blonde hairs on his fucking leg, and the kids used to push the blonde hairs down. And then, like, he said, I told Corn Pop he was a black feller, right? And I told him to get off the diving board, right? And then he said, I'll see you outside. And he went outside and he got a length of chain from like old man Jenkins, right? And fucking Corn Pop, he had a razor blade that he knocked on the rocks and he dunked into a rain barrel, which everybody did back then, if you all remember, right? You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what he said. Yo,
he's literally turned into Abe Simpson from The Simpsons. Like, my God.
That's
and then I put an
exactly
onion
what I
on
was
my belt.
thinking. And back then, the nickel used to have a B on it.
I tied the onions in my belt. Oh my God, it's terrible. I think
Back in 19 giggity 6, we had to say giggity because the Kaiser stole our word for the number ot. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, I have seen. I haven't seen anything like that, but I have seen some parts where Biden's. He's been sitting there and he's been kind of, talking like.
I think
how the world is right now, and
yo, look, he legit. He stood there and
happened in different places.
Yo, he said he challenged a dude to a push-up contest and called him fatty, right in the middle of a town hall.
Hey, is there a clip of this? Can you pull this up?
Yes.
Yes.
He told him, please find Linus, find the clip.
I will.
Yo, find all these clips. Right, and then other dude, he called another dude a fucking jackass, and he said quit being a piece of shit or something like that in the middle of a factory floor.
I did hear about that, but I feel like that was more him losing his temper than him being addled.
No, that's part of it though.
Yeah.
Like when you're going through dementia, you start getting more and more aggressive.
Can you guys see me now?
Okay.
yes.
Fucking
At first, all we heard was like one giggle, and then you were gone.
I don't know what happened.
You do sound a little quiet though. So
I can't fix that right now. I don't have a computer charged for this.
Well, then speak louder, Leaf.
I'm not gonna shout into the mic, Schmeckle. I'm not you. God.
I'm not shouting into the mic. I'm shouting near the mic.
Okay.
Yes, I found it. Okay, here it is.
Yo.
At 47 seconds, I'm sending it to you.
Oh, send it to Jimmy. He'll figure it out.
Okay.
I don't think Jimmy.
Don't do his own work, Jimmy.
I don't think
Actually, I can
Schmeckle
put it
do
in
it
the
here.
private chat.
Well,
Here,
can't you
I'm
just
pasting it in the private chat.
Can't you just screen share it?
Yeah, but you won't get the
I don't
sound
know
on it,
how to
man.
do that.
Is it
Remember, I'm bad with technology.
Wait, are you on the phone?
No,
I'm just bad with technology.
There's a button here that says screen share.
Yeah. You literally just hit the screen share button. Don't.
Does the audio come through?
These are the type of secretary things you're supposed to do.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get some things.
Why do I call you my secretary if all you do is take my calls, field my emails, keep everything in line, keep my calendar, and you need to be able to figure out this shit.
Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Screen share. Boom.
Leaf, is your hair blonde in your avatar?
No, it's red.
Oh,
Looks blonde
wow.
to me.
My colors are really going. That looks...
Nah, it looks blonde to me too.
That's red.
Okay.
It could just be the light.
It could just be it's
You
blonde.
literally hit the button that says screen share and pick the...
I think you have to do it, Schmeckle, because like only you can fucking put the like thing in.
No, Jimmy was doing it earlier. Linus just sucks at his job. But I'll figure this out.
Linus, quit
Okay.
sucking at your job. All right.
All right.
Yeah, you do, but look, here's the deal.
Whoop, you had it.
He figured it
Yeah.
out and he fucked it up.
Hello?
Yeah,
Wait, what
we
happened?
hear you, Linus. Your screen share worked and then you got rid of it.
I thought it shared, and then I turned it off after it was done. You said something, so I turned it off.
Oh,
Why
no.
would me saying something mean turn it off? I didn't say turn it off.
Sorry,
I thought you were reacting to it.
guys. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to go. So you hit screen share. We'll tell you if we can see it. We couldn't see it before, so when you played the
And
clip,
then we did. So you need to wait, Linus. You
Well,
understand?
it takes a little
Okay,
while to
fine. Okay.
just hit screen share again. Start it again. We'll tell you when we see
Share
it.
audio. Boom.
By the
Okay.
way, Jimmy, the way the cameras are set up right now, if I were to go this way and you were to go that way, we could kiss.
No.
No?
Oh wait. There we go. Yeah. Oh.
All right.
There we. Yeah, you see how that worked?
Good. There we go. Now go.
You're 10 inning.
You can hit play now.
I'm playing now. Are we good?
Yes.
Hit play.
Everybody see this?
Bring it back. Bring it back
Okay.
to the beginning. though. You're at 44 seconds.
Look, Fat, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. It looks like
I will replay that again.
you're getting ready to do it. Well, yeah, you do it, but Fat, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. It looks like you don't have Any other questions?
Did we get that?
That
You have to vote. You have to go from the beginning of it, man. You have to go from the whole way from the beginning.
yeah, that was
That's the whole
It start-
40
it's-
seconds, but okay.
Yo, it's a minute 16.
All right.
Hit play.
All right.
There you go. There you go. Now we're good. We're good.
Let's do push-ups together. Run, do whatever you want to do.
Oh, that's why it sounded like shit. It ain't playing right.
Wait, what?
It's just gapping through everything. Oh, well, we get the point. It's a thing that really happened.
Yeah.
He called the guy fat
And he fucking challenged him to a push-up contest.
right at the beginning.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I could beat any of y'all at a push-up contest, so I
How
feel
many push-ups can you do?
more than you.
Probably.
I don't know how many, but I could drop and go until other people couldn't.
I can do like
Wait.
30.
Leaf, how many push-ups can you do? You're probably the lightest out of all of us.
I don't fucking know. I haven't like counted. I do like my exercise machine stuff, but I haven't really done push-ups in a while.
Oh, see, she does work out. That's why she's thin, unlike the rest of y'all.
It could be the fact that she's like 17 and shit.
There is that
25.
too.
I'm
Holy
25.
fuck, have I been gone long enough that you're fucking 25 now?
Yeah?
Yeah, she's legal now, Schmeckle.
Right.
Schmeckle, she can't even fuck you anymore. Jesus Christ, she's too old.
She's too old. You're halfway to 30, Leaf. Why do you still sound like that?
I don't know.
But no, Leaf, how has COVID affected you? Have you
I
considered
mean-
an OnlyFans?
Fuck no. I'm still getting paid. I work from home. I do my workshop for work for when I go back and get my certifications that I need and hope that it all goes well and hope that I can get my fucking CPR once this all ends.
Yeah, that's a good goal. I mean, it's good to have hope for this ending at some point. Personally, I think we're gonna die. I
Yeah, I'm
think
going. I'm going to the woods and making moonshine.
I mean, I'm looking at this situation as you'll catch it eventually type thing, right? And most people
I've come into
thing
contact
about
with
that.
someone who had it and I didn't get it, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yo, Rotten Beast, I agree with you. It is blonde.
It's not. It's red. I wish I was there's still
They're
that
blonde
Discord
highlights,
server.
please.
Can I make it so that it just shows her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's blonde, right?
That's blonde.
red.
Yeah, that's blonde.
That's
Yeah,
red.
That's
it's
not red.
Very blonde at
That
best.
is
Also,
red.
I'm not even sure
Red,
that's you.
blonde.
I thought you were a lot more Asian looking.
That is me. Are you okay, Schmeckle?
Yo, look, seriously, yo, you don't even look Asian. It's not even you.
I'm half
Why
Asian.
are you stealing other people's pictures and shit?
I'm not.
That's not
me.
half Asian. That's not even
I'm
half Asian.
I'm half Asian and half Irish. That is me.
Yo, look, your hair is blonde, all right, and you're a white person.
I'm half Asian and
Stop
half
trying to be a
Irish.
waifu. You're impersonating waifus right now.
No,
I'm
not.
telling AP. He thought he's been fucking some Japanese bitch this whole time. Meanwhile, she's been a blonde. She's a fucking Aryan.
I don't know if you can say that.
All of those Nazi claims were accurately
Fucking Nazi.
Your fucking roots are leaking out, and they're blonde.
Yo, wait, when did American Phoenix get a girlfriend? How the fuck did that happen and I didn't hear about it?
Well, even though he looks a lot,
that?
Even though he looks like Brockus, with a little more beard and a little more gut, he's actually successful with the ladies, mainly because of truck stops.
I feel like if you're paying her to fuck you, that's not your girlfriend.
Hey, if he pays her every night, then...
Wait, I forgot. Pinoid's in AP server. That works. I fucking tagged you. Red.
I'm in AP server. Hang on, let me look. Hang on a minute. Which of AP servers? There's like 3 of them.
Oh, Gulf City. He hangs around there mainly.
No, the Pleasure Palace.
I feel like he doesn't.
The Pleasure Palace server.
All right, now Rotten Beast says she's turning Karen Schmeckle, and
oh shit! I hope not.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
See your manager soon.
Oh, that Karen.
You don't.
No, Leaf would never ask to see a manager. She's too timid. She'd get a fucking tooth and a finger in her soup, and she'd be like, "I'll just eat around it."
All right.
No,
all right. Is it the Spy Alliance? Is that the server, the Spy Alliance? Is that the one we're going to here?
The Pleasure Palace one.
The Spy Alliance. What the fuck is AP trying to pull off?
Okay. Yeah, fucking. I'm sorry. It just came up as the wrong thing. I don't know. My shit's all retarded right now. It's moving stupid, dumb, slow.
American Phoenix
I'm
says
going
she's
down.
been with her for about a year now. This isn't new. Does she travel with you? Like, do you just haul her around the country? Do you guys bang in the bed of the truck? Because we'll publish the stories.
Yeah, look. That is blonde.
That's red.
Yeah, no, it's blonde.
It's strawberry blonde at best.
I
blonde.
admittedly am colorblind, but these other people agree with me.
I have photographs of me with blonde hair. That is not blonde. That is red.
What that link is for?
Okay, if it's not blonde, it's yellow.
Boom.
What?
Okay.
No.
It may not be blonde, but it's not red. It's some form of yellow.
It's red.
Leaf, women aren't supposed to be
Hold on.
colorblind.
I'm gonna tell you what. Are you, Schmeckle, you still in that Twitter group that you fucking started or whatever it was?
Probably. I don't usually drop out of them.
I don't fucking know, man. Like fucking you named me Schmeckle number 4 or something.
Oh, that one. Yes. Yes, I'm still in that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it in there. All right.
I'm not sure what you're putting in there, but stick it in, bud.
I'm gonna put in the pic. I'm gonna put in the size. I'm gonna put in the full size picture of Leaf's motherfucking hair.
A full-size picture of Leaf's
My shit
hair.
is running dumb slow. Yes. Hang on. God damn, this is moving slow. Holy shit. Schmeckle.
But Leaf,
+4.
what
All right.
what drove you to do that to your hair?
That's an older photo. I've had red hair before. I go between red and black pretty much.
I obviously we are not supposed to comment on women's appearances because sexism.
Why? When the fuck did that become a thing?
I read it on the internet once.
There. I'll put it in there.
But yeah,
Schmeckle, now you can see.
it looked a lot better when you weren't blonde.
It's red.
Sure, red. Oh, there! I've just been sent a full picture. Leaf, can I pull up this picture?
I mean, if you want.
It's a picture.
It don't
That's
show
why
nothing.
I'm asking. Yeah, you ain't naked or nothing. Like, don't
It's
worry.
nothing real serious.
But can I pull this up?
Sure.
Okay, because I don't think it's gonna help your argument because you're still completely blonde in this picture.
Red.
No, you're fucking blonde.
That's orange.
No, it's red.
That shit is orange.
That's worse. But it
It's
still
like-
looks blonde to me.
It's like orange with like auburn underneath and like blonde highlights or some shit.
Leaf,
Yo, go down.
I will pay for a box of black dye for you.
No thanks.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea for her to look any more Asian right now, especially with what's going on.
That's why she did it. She don't want to be accused. Everybody's pissed at the Asians, so Leaf was like, "Fuck it, I'm a blonde. I'm gonna hold my eyes really
And on
wide."
that note, I do have to leave because AP starts streaming in 5 minutes, and I must be there for him to show some support.
You just make sure you tell him that you've gone blonde. Make sure
It's
he
not
knows.
blonde, and that's like a picture from like last year. And no, bye.
I don't think he'd have a problem.
You know what? AP, I don't think would have a huge problem. No, he would probably just accept that his girlfriend is a little less attractive than she used to be.
No. Shit.
Christ.
I think AP got her a puppy or some bullshit.
That wasn't that mean. Come on.
Man.
That did not deserve a Jesus Christ.
Don't you think she's going through enough already with everybody hating her?
I don't know why.
I left like 2 years ago when everybody hated her. What's changed?
Well, she started spreading that damn virus around Canada.
That was her?
To be fair, from what I've heard, it wasn't Leaf. She just has certain relatives that like to travel to see certain relatives and carry back certain diseases to kill off certain provinces. Doesn't she live near you, Jimmy?
No, she lives near you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, she lives like 10 minutes from you, from what I understand.
She lives 10 minutes from me.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Like,
Her-
yo, as far as I'm
Hey,
concerned,
P, we
Canada's
ain't
like-
bros no more.
I thought you was already tagging that. Like, God, what does Canada have? Like 15 people in it, something like that? I don't fucking know.
I mean, Canada at this point is going to be outpacing your population.
Well, we'll
Yeah,
see.
I highly doubt that. Half of your population is polar bears.
Well, fair
They
enough.
still count. Just because
No,
we
they
have
don't.
a bunch of closeted gay dudes up north doesn't mean they're not people.
I mean, it kind of does mean they're not people.
I mean, I agree, but you're not allowed to say that.
I give you full permission.
Outlaw
Yeah.
Watch Golf
Yeah.
City says, we think the same with that. Oh, fuck you. I hate our fans, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, too bad. You're stuck with them.
Almost as much as my co-hosts.
Yeah, well,
I love you too, Daddy.
you're stuck with us.
Do you have a co-host?
I got this fat motherfucker.
God damn it.
Even though
Yeah.
he refuses to give me his smooch.
No.
Come on, Jimmy.
No.
Nothing?
No. Stay away. Stay away.
You're aiming in the wrong
Jimmy,
direction.
Am
Jimmy,
I don't know where I'm looking. The mask it blinds me, people.
wait. Jimmy,
Yeah.
did you tell gaming about Schmeckle?
What's that?
Did you tell Schmeckle about gaming?
I don't tell Schmeckle about anything, really. Why? What's up with gaming?
I mainly have to get my information from his diary.
I have a diary? And also, why are you reading it?
Your mom gives me something.
I think you're just making a fake diary to make some sort of evidence or something against me.
With
Fucking-
exactly your handwriting studied over the course of 3 years? That's ridiculous, Jimmy.
It doesn't take much to look like someone who doesn't have an education, okay? It's not a lot of effort. You just have to be drunk. Oh, wait, you can do it just fine. Okay.
Gluck
Yeah.
says, damn,
You know-
Schmeckle, you got skinny, big homie. Yeah, I did, motherfucker.
Yo, I can't believe Samaj didn't tell fucking Schmeckle that he already has a new man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he has a new show he's running.
I ain't running shit. People just appoint this stuff to me because I show up because I'm bored.
Jimmy,
Half the time I only
Jimmy?
show up. What? Say it.
have you been disloyal?
Always.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, there you go.
As long as you're only doing art for me. Oh, man, Jimmy. You're breaking my heart. As long as I'm the only one who gets to stick it in.
No one that sticks it in.
Yo, what he's working for a gay dude.
I am not working for a gay dude.
Yeah, I'm under everybody.
Yes, he is, and he's over there doing his art.
I am not. Well, I'll do some things if I'm entertained. Mostly it's because women show up. Because I'm that thirsty.
Jimmy, when do women show up where you're at?
You mean on the other streams I go on? Yeah, they show up all the time. Not
No,
always
I mean-
entertained. Oh, we mean where I am? Never.
Well, you know the offer still stands, right?
What offer?
Well, I could give a woman money to show up where you're at, and then she could have, gross sex with you. The only caveat is we need to film it.
I guess your porn industry needs content, doesn't it?
Yeah, Jimmy, I've only got 2 girls under my belt, and that porn business does not make.
That depends on how lucrative it is.
Yeah, you can start a
that-
Pornhub account with
these-
those 2 girls, and you can make a killing off that alone.
These girls are decent looking. They ain't hard workers.
Well, let me tell
They
you.
don't need to be hard workers. All they need to do is sit on a dildo machine for half an hour and try not to come.
Or they can go on Charbait and get one of those like remote things that go when you apply donations. Doesn't even have to be on; you just have to fake it.
Exactly.
These are all
Like
good ideas, and I'm going to use them.
What never occurred to you? God damn!
Well, they've
Like,
occurred
you
to
can
me,
even
but
shove 'em
I
up
have
your
a
own
really bad memory.
All right.
Well, here's the thing. Here's an idea. Take some of those remote vibrator things, shove them up your ass, walk around in public with the text-to-speech turned on, and as you're getting donos from people like all over, you're getting forced to come through your rear end as you're trying to maintain a straight face while shit's blasting out your speakerphone.
That makes it sound like hard work.
I mean,
Yeah,
you don't
there's a
have
lot of
to
steps
do it.
involved with this.
You just got to get some retard to do it. You know, somebody who's looking to be famous or some shit.
That's how I found everybody who works, like everybody who's ever worked for me.
I'm not here to be famous. I'm just here to dick around. This is fun.
But no, as far as the sex shit goes, it will be. I'm not joking. It is something I'm working on. It's probably something that'll be coming out. What month is it?
We're in April.
What month?
April.
April. It'll probably be coming out around June, July. We're gonna be doing some shit that'll be a little more fun than what we do here. Maybe not as intellectual. Well, which
When the fuck did this
hard
become
thing to do.
intellectual?
No, it's hard to be less intellectual than this, but there will be some shit coming out under the Schmeckle brand that'll be fun.
Well,
That'll be
Alright.
fun.
Yeah, I don't know how much you guys will enjoy it, but I will enjoy it.
There you go.
But I'm gonna go have a quick smoke. I'm gonna take a real risk and leave Pinoid in charge. Then we're gonna talk about the topic I had lined up for tonight. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
Yo,
when is she
what up,
coming
what up,
in?
man? Welcome to P Noid Live. How the fuck y'all doing?
Doing hanging in there, man. Hanging
Well, I
in there.
tried sticking my thumb up my ass this morning, and that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, I doubt it would work all that well.
No, my fingernails are very sharp,
Yeah, don't do that.
and my hemorrhoids hang like grapes.
You know what? Just stop talking for a little bit. We're okay.
Okay.
We're
Because
good.
that sounds fucking disgusting.
It is. It's very disgusting. It's like, you know what happens when you put a tomato in a blender?
No.
It just kind of gets everywhere, just red everywhere, and there's like lumps and shit.
Stop.
It's
Shut
not fun.
Shut up. We're done talking to you.
Yo,
We're
my
good.
sound keeps getting turned the fuck down on my fucking microphone. It just went back down again.
Oh shit.
Stay the fuck up, you stupid motherfucker, Mike. It went back down again. Yo, look, I'll be back in like fucking give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna come back. Yo, Jimmy, you're the fucking charge.
Of course I am. All right. So life is going weird out there. Shit's falling apart. I don't know. How you hanging in there? Are you getting depressed? Are you getting anxious? You getting stir crazy? I'm talking to you.
Stir crazy?
Yeah.
Stir crazy? Yes. Depressed and anxious? Not any more than I usually am. But stir crazy, definitely. I miss work. I miss having a schedule. I miss having a paycheck, and I miss so much about normal life. It kept me in line, definitely.
Well, yeah.
They're about to open up my state by the end of this month, and that's going to be a fucking nightmare 2 weeks after. as every fucking boomer in existence decides to pretend that everything's all right and safe and go out and about and spread that Rona everywhere. And then we're going to go right back into quarantine / lockdown. And that's going to be absolutely fucking fun. Just
Do you think that's what's going to happen? Do you
Yeah.
think that all the old boomers and all that, they're going to be spraying it?
If we're lucky, I'm kidding. It's more that my biggest concern is that if this thing spreads, is it going to be the deadlier version of COVID, or is it going to be the version that renders like just everybody gets the antibodies, but they're asymptomatic? Because apparently that's new information that's coming out now, that there are more people infected with this than thought. It's just that the damn thing's mutated so much, it's harmless. So
I don't know if I'd say it was harmless. I actually think potentially it's going to be a bigger problem next year.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I don't think we're going to see the end of this, because unless we can create a vaccine, and even then, we won't know if the vaccine's any good until like a year or so later, probably even longer. So, like,
well, all we really need is a treatment.
Well,
a treatment that doesn't require ventilators.
Sort of. I mean, like for instance, I'm not going to stop wearing the mask anytime soon. I'm probably going to keep it going for the whole year. And we just lost Schmeckle, so we'll see. I don't know if it's like Google Hangouts, then we have 10 minutes until we go down, or it'll go on indefinitely until he comes back.
Oh shit, that's right. This thing went. Hey, oh god, Schmeckle. Who's the host then? Are you the host?
No.
So that means we can't. That literally means that. Okay, wait. It says chat with the host and other guests. So technically, you're the host. Is there anything telling you that you're the host?
Nope.
Fuck.
I've seen this before. Like, one of two things is going to happen. Like when I say I've seen this before, it's there he is.
Thank God.
We're just saying what would happen if the host leaves. It's either going to end in 10 minutes, or it'll keep going for 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works on here. You guys might have just had control for a while.
I didn't see any. Like, he didn't get any control, neither did I. So that's why I don't think anything was happened.
Yeah, nobody got control.
Like on our previous channels, we had both experiences. Like when Schmeckle passed out, and the stream went for a whole 8 hours. I remember that.
Yeah, there were occasional times I would fall asleep and forget to close down. And
yeah, I recall that.
To be fair, I always remembered to mute myself first. I had trust in you guys. I knew Jimmy and who were the other guys?
Pinoid.
No, not the guys here tonight. Who were the guys that used to run the show? Brockus. He was the one that they got us sacked. And the bald guy.
The Camino brothers?
Who was the bald guy?
You mean Wrath?
Wrath. Yeah, I trusted you guys. I knew if I fell asleep, you could run that shit for me.
Yeah, but it was late and we didn't. That whole 8 hour thing, we're just gonna leave it, and whatever happens. And we prayed no one would find their way in and like play some sort of like midget porn or something.
Well,
hey, Schmeckle,
go ahead.
Did you give the subject of this stream in question a link to the stream by any chance?
Yeah, she warned me she might pass out.
Because I was not informed that soon you already did.
Yeah, no, she's got the link. Yeah.
Because it's been an hour.
That's okay.
And I'm wondering if there may be time zone confusions.
Well, no, I told her I gave her a number of hours until we started, not a time.
Yeah.
If she did warn me she might fall
Oh.
asleep, I figured that's
So this is
like maybe she has school tomorrow or something.
Or it's just the polite way of saying I'm just not going to.
there is no school.
Yeah. Well, unless it's
Oh.
online.
Yeah, like, maybe she got an online course or something. It would have been a funnier
what
joke
online
if that weren't. It would have been a funnier joke if schooling weren't shut down and if it weren't such an uncomfortable topic.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're talking to a porn star who still goes to school.
Hey, exactly. So with that in mind, I guess we should turn to that topic.
Must we?
God, it's already
I,
getting-
I feel like we should.
Ugh, I don't wanna.
This is so sticky.
Gross.
So this girl turned. You know, you want to do this? You want to do this next week? We'll see if we can get her on.
Yeah, I'll come up with an excuse not to show up.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later when she's at least been 18 for a week.
Yeah,
You know.
give her some breathing room.
God
Let her
damn.
grow into the number. Let her grow into that shit.
I'll give you the audience the short version since we can't just be cryptic like this. There's a girl. She turned 18 like 3 days ago. Posted about being 18. A couple days later, posted that she had made an OnlyFans. Got a bunch of backlash. We're gonna have her to come on and talk about her circumstances. Since it turns out she only had to do this shit because her and both her parents got laid off due to the COVID shit. It's a very uncomfortable topic. I feel like we're in a good mood. We don't want to get in that headspace. Well, we'll talk about it when she's here.
Yeah, I really need to get like just something to help with that stickiness. That's gonna be, oh god, I'm gonna need liquor for that one.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we need
Yeah,
more
what is OnlyFans?
It's porn. It's like Patreon for porn stars.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just a thing where you post
Wait,
shit that's
is
only
that-
for your fans who
Is that
pay a
the
little more.
chick who was like posing with her mom and shit?
No, different thought.
No, this chick like she turned 18 like a couple days ago. Like posted about being 18. I think today or yesterday she posted about
Okay, gotcha.
about having an OnlyFans. It blew up on the internet. She got a bunch of backlash for it, but I don't particularly want to talk about like a just 18-year-old and all that shit.
Well, it's easier to hear her rationale if she was here.
Exactly. I'd like to hear her story. I don't just want to have a conversation about it. You know?
Yeah.
Because
a
it's
thing.
like what? You got one guy who's like 40 or something. You guys are like late 20s.
Jimmy's in his 30s. Pinoid's almost 40. Me and you are almost the same
Yeah.
age, Marius. But both of us
Yeah.
are still too old for that.
Yeah,
Objective Hate says,
that's a hell of a gap there.
Objective Hate says, what nationality is she / country is she in? Schmeckle, I think she's American. Maybe she's British or something. Pretty sure she's American.
I said if she's a Mexican, she's a little too old for y'all.
God damn.
God.
Fakest the Hulkster says that we're boomers. I
Yes.
feel like that might be hurtful to the upper half of us. I mean, for fuck's sake, Jimmy, you must be like 35 by now, right?
36.
Holy fuck! How long was I gone?
You need to understand, Schmeckle. Millennials
You're
are
a
like
fucking wizard, man.
but millennials. They're in their like their middle ages. They're 30s and 40s now.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
mean,
technically as
Yo,
well.
that's bullshit though.
yeah. Well, I mean, the millennials. You gotta stop bitching about millennials because they're kind of like.
I mean, if you do the math, if you do the math, baby boomers were like 1945 to 1965, right? Then 65 to 85, fucking Generation X. Then 85 to 2005 would have been motherfucking millennials.
Wait, that's how it goes? I thought it was up till 1995.
It should be,
millennial.
but it should be every 20 years. That's how a generation works.
No, yeah, that's what you figure when you're counting generations, right? About 20 years or so.
Oh.
Like
Huh.
it's 20 years, right? That's the rules. It's 20 years, but like they be trying to extend shit. They're like, oh, these people had the same experiences. You know, I mean, these motherfuckers lived through 9/11 and all this other fucking dumb bullshit. Like, shut the fuck up. That's the stupidest shit ever, right? Legit, yo, you count years for generations. You know what I'm saying? It's the individuals who fought this war, the individuals who came home from war and made kids, right? So you had those 20 years worth of individuals are fucking baby boomers, right? That's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Until they start making kids. And when those kids start making kids, that's the next generation.
Okay, but you started that by saying, fuck it being about the experiences. Then you started your whole, okay, you got these people who did the war and shit.
Well, the greatest generation fought World War II, right? So, like, fucking them, the people born 1900 to 1920 or 1905 to 1925 were the individuals who fought in World War II. They would have been 18 when World War II popped up.
If we're talking generations, really, it should be, you're the parents, or rather, you're the children of boomers. So you're the next generation, right?
Well, yeah, but the greatest generation was like the individuals who fought World War II, right? And so they would have been the individuals who were somewhere between 18 and 25 when World War II popped off, right? And then they came home from the war and made the baby boomers.
Oh, yeah, I get that. But after that, it wasn't a clear, oh, okay, you live to this age and you pump out kids, and they live to this age and then pump out kids, right?
Well, yeah, but you'll have 20 years to pop out kids. You have like from your 20 to your 40 an ability to fucking have kids. You know what I'm saying? So like that would have been that generation. You know what I mean? And then like fucking those people's kids would have been, 20 years worth of kids right there. That's how generations work.
No, yeah, I can see rounding it to that. Like that's how we generally look, or how we used to generally look at generations, about 20 years or so.
Yeah. I mean, because like then that's why like oh, Gen X is only like, so many people. It's not the fact that like, they had like the same amount of years to make kids, right? It's because Gen X was only like fucking 12 years, right? You can't cut 8 years off and go, oh, they're the smallest generation. That's just retarded. You have to give them the 20 years. You give them the 20 years, every generation is pretty much like it gets smaller only because of the fact that we're having less kids because of abortion. Like in 1990, American women killed like, what was it? 1 out of every it's like 1 out of almost every 2 kids. It was 40% of all pregnancies ended in doctor-assisted abortion. Right. So like that's why that generation would be, a little bit smaller because of the massive amount of fucking abortions and females having fucking birth control after 1970, things of this nature, plus divorce rates and all that type of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I just don't see the issue with grouping people based on what they went through. It makes more sense to me if you're looking at it from a socio-political angle, how people act and shit like that. Makes more sense to me to look at it as people that went through this while they were young, people that went through this while they were old, people who didn't go through this, etc. Right?
Well, I mean, but here's the problem, right? When you make like millennials from 1980 till 2000 and like 2005, like they say, right? Like, yo, you can't have a 25-year generation because somebody born in 1980 didn't have a computer, didn't have any of the fucking modern conveniences, never had a fucking cell phone. You know, they were a whole different animal than somebody who was born in 2005 or
Well, no,
2002.
and that's what I'm saying. But you started this off by saying you didn't agree with lumping them in based on their
Well,
experiences.
Well, I know, but like that's literally what they're doing, right? Because that's if you lump them in by their experiences, they're like, well, all these kids grew up, you know what I mean? They had Reagan, they had fucking the Gulf War, they had fucking 9/11 happen, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they fucking dump millennials into that fucking bracket right there. You know, because they say it's shared experiences. And really, like, there isn't any shared experiences with all those fucking people. They're a different breed. Right. So, like, I'm saying just give it 20 fucking years and just make it an easy thing so we can all go, this is 20 goddamn years. This is a fucking generation. You know what I mean? Rather than having, all right, the baby boomers are 24 years, Generation X was 12 years. You know what I mean? Fucking the millennials are fucking 26 years. The Zoomers are going to be like fucking 15 years. That, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to have a generation that keeps fucking changing the number of years that a generation is? You know what I mean? Because it changes the fucking group, you know what I mean, dynamics of how many people are inside of that generation. And how you measure politics and shit.
That's not really an important measurement.
It is because like that's how they do advertising, and they stand here and they look at like, you know, they go, all right, well, millennials, you know what I'm saying, they want this and this and this and this and this. But like the vast majority of millennials from like the early 80s, you know, such as me and Samaj, are going to be far, far different from millennials like you and fucking, you know what I mean, the homosexual beside me and shit. Linus. There we go.
I mean,
Right.
He's going to be different because
it's a whole different breed of people.
But no, and that's why I get it.
Bullshit.
Well, based on experience, right? Like these people went through this large world event. These people went through this one. I think that gives us a closer approximation than just given a time period. If you just go 20 years, 20 years, 20 years, like sure they all live through the same time.
Those 20 years are going to have all the same fucking experiences.
Okay, but so are the guys that
shared experiences, shared motherfucking politics.
Yeah, but the guys who were born a year before that are going to go through the same shit. You know, it's
but they go through it. I feel you.
They go through it a year older. I'm saying it makes more sense to base it off of world events, right? You were a child through this. You were a teen through this. You were an adult through this. You never faced this, right? Like,
yeah, but I'm saying like that's a measurement of time, right? So like if you do 20 years, for the most part, all those individuals have the same shared fucking experiences, right? And the even as far as like numbers are concerned, right? Because like nobody mentions Generation X ever, and it's only because of the fact that like they had like 12 years of people.
Nobody mentions Generation X. That they were one of the most known fucking until we started being all boomer millennial. Generation X was the generation you knew about. They were the ones getting books written about them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because like fucking Mark Zuckerberg and the dude who invented YouTube and fucking Jeff Bezos, they're all fucking Gen X guys, right?
Yes, all three of those guys.
Yeah, they're all fucking, you know what I mean, Generation X dudes. But the thing is they never get talked about in popular culture anymore at all. They never get mentioned at all in like most of advertising and things of this nature because of the fact that like the generation is so small.
Generation X, I mean, they were the result of a generation that didn't quite pop out as much, right?
No, they had the same amount of kids. Well, I mean, they had less kids than the boomers did, or less kids than the boomers did, but like they had more kids than, you know, I mean, the fucking than the millennials did.
I mean, we still got some time before, you know, we have the totals on that.
Exactly. We ain't done yet.
Yeah, we
Fuck.
still got
Pinoid, you're a millennial and you pumped out what? 18? 19?
Like
I
40, 50, depending on which female
ain't
you talk
talked
to.
to you in 2 years. It could be much larger numbers.
Well, there's one more that I haven't told you about because you haven't been around, right? There's only one more, but right, fucking, there's what the hell was I gonna say? Oh, fucking, yeah, no, millennials legit. Like at this point, the American population is only having 1.8 kids per woman, as compared to like the 3.5 when Gen X was coming through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Gen X. They weren't born in large amounts, but they did pump out a lot of babies. The whole sex and drugs thing will do that to you.
Well, yeah, but as I said, like Generation X is kind of like forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's only because there's only like 12 years of them, because like for some reason we're not measuring it properly. It should just be 20 years, like just 20 years, 20 years, 20 years, 20 years. Now we go, all right, you're in this generation, you're in this generation, because like legit, there's people who say Generation X stops in 82, 85. I've heard 78. Right. There's people who say if you're born between 78 and 85, you're a whole different generation. Fucking Outlaws 85 to 92 is a different generation. Like there's a whole lot of shit, you know what I mean, involved with like these fucking numbers that like nobody even really fucking talks about at all.
There are certainly people that fell into a different kind of political time, a different mindset. It's why I advocate for grouping them based on experience, right?
Yeah, like, but the thing is like, I'm fucking like, I grew up under Reaganomics in the crack era and shit, right?
Fuck
So,
you're old.
Yeah, like I was around for like NWA and Tupac and fucking New Kids on the Block and all these type of shit, right? That you legitimately weren't even alive for, but you're still part of my generation for some reason.
Oh man, we both gone through the same experiences. I also at some point had to deal with New Kids on the Block.
You grew up with the reunion tour.
I still had to deal with it. I still counted as a black splotch on my life.
Like, yo, like by the time like fucking like who was your band? It was probably like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys when you were in like grade school.
Well, yeah, when I was in grade school, those were the boy bands. Yeah.
Right, legit. Yo, by the time they came through, I was an adult.
God damn.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like I was working when they were out.
I remember specifically when they came out, I was like 4.
I remember being in grade school and we had to, like, everybody had to know the lyrics to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's fucking Gin and Juice.
Okay, that was also part of me growing up, though. That
wait,
part
you were
didn't
during that period? Okay, I've got a question.
What's up?
Explain to me this song, Juice.
What song, Juice?
The song Juice by the, oh my god, I forgot what it was. Hold on.
By
It was one of Dre's earlier things, like
Gin and Juice.
And
No,
no,
not World Class.
that was Snoop, not Dre. Oh, fuck. Don't bring them up.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that? That's such a weird song.
Dre used to dress in spandex and be covered in glitter and wear makeup, okay? It was not a good time. Yeah, world class.
Okay.
Well, look up what world class wrecking crew looked like. We don't talk about that, Linus.
No, we don't talk about that time.
How the fuck did nobody let them live this down?
No, that didn't happen.
God.
Yo, Outlaw, how about this one? Do you remember AOL discs that used to come in the mail and motherfucking Earthlink?
Yeah.
Fucking discs that came in the mail back in the day. CDs that came in the fucking mail. I remember
I remember that. We used to get AOL CDs all the time.
I remember 3.5-inch floppy disks that used to come in the fucking mail from AOL.
Okay, yep. I don't remember that.
I do.
You're younger than me, Linus.
My dad was really into that stuff for his business back then, so he used a lot of that kind of stuff.
See, my dad's a tech guy, so for most of my life, while we were getting AOL CDs, we already had high speed.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
high speed back then was like 28.8.
Yeah, it still wasn't great, but we never fucked around with AOL or any of that shit.
Yo,
Man,
I remember like legit because like my uncle worked for AMP and shit. Like fuck, he had all the new hot shit when it came to computers. Like he had Twin Towers and all that fucking nonsense. It was ridiculous. Like yeah, man. Like there's like again like there's a shit ton of things that like fucking we had when we were kids that y'all motherfuckers legit probably have no idea about. But yeah, like fucking Gin and Juice from Dr. Dre was motherfucking like it was a classic ass fucking album. That was off the Chronic or the Dog Pound album, one of the two. I forget which one it was.
Gin and
I'm
Juice.
still trying to process World Class Wrecking Crew.
World Class Wrecking Crew was I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was just a different time, gay time, a very gay time in hip hop.
It sounds
object to hate. You need to erase that K. All right, there was no K. It was just BPS.
It sounds like World Class Wrecking Crew is the rap equivalent to the Power Station, where you had a lot of talent put together to make something absolutely insufferable.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad things back then. All right, like Tupac was in a group called
Digital Underground.
Digital Underground. Oh my god, that was fucking awful.
No, fuck you. Digital Underground was fucking amazing. Humpty Hump.
Yo, shut up. You know they weren't. Yeah, you know they weren't. They were garbage.
They were fun. They were by no means lyricists. They were by no means hard, but they were fun.
They're dressed so blackly.
Most of the black guys back then were.
Wow.
Yeah, they were all of them had like it was like this big back to Africa movement back in like the early 90s and late 80s. Like fucking there was like Chuck D and all these Chuck D and KRS-One. Like it was all about like this back to Africa type of stuff. I remember like there was like dudes walking down the street and they had like these bead chains and like it was just beads of like fucking African flags and shit walking around all the time with dudes in dashikis and fucking them weird ass fucking pot hats that they were like almost Chinese back in the day.
Oh yeah, and they renamed themselves after like famous Muslims or some shit.
A lot of them did, yeah.
Darnell was my slave name. Yeah. My freedom name is Kunta Kinte Ali.
I can't really comment on KRS-One. Chuck D. He was always very against the power, fight the power type guy, right?
Yeah, and him. I think him and Flavor Flav are going at it right now or something.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. They had big issues. Basically, Bernie used one of their tracks, right? And
while Chuck D did a concert for Bernie.
Well, I'm sure he has probably at this point, but Bernie or someone related to Bernie, not by blood, you know what I mean. Used one of their tracks, and Flavor Flav basically came out and said, "Yeah, fuck this." Right? Because the whole fucking group had consistently been anti the man, whoever the man might be, right? And Chuck D basically came out and said, Yo, Flav, you're out of the fucking group. Well, we disagree politically, so you're gone. And the fact is, Chuck D can do that because Chuck D owns all the rights to the name.
Sort of, kind of, in a way, like fucking Flavor Flav and Chuck D. All right, how do I put this? All right, so Flavor Flav had a lot of money from doing all like that Flavor of Love and all that bullshit. But Chuck D was always way more interested in the business aspect of things, only because of the fact that Flavor was constantly high on crack, right? So that kind of put him out of the running as far as shit was concerned.
I'm kind of torn here. Like, Public Enemy was like Flav was never the main draw, right?
No.
He was a hype man. The others were the lyricists, the rappers, the DJs, shit like that. Flav was the reason they ended up popular. He was the thing that made them different from the other groups at the time. If we're being honest, Chuck D, now, great lyricist. Back then, nothing impressive. It was Flav and his fucking Viking horns, his fucking big ass clock.
With the wrong time on it.
Always with the wrong time. But it was that shit that made them skyrocket.
Yeah, because like fucking it was like so outside of the norm of what people fucking usually do and shit.
Yeah, exactly. They were using the same goofy angle that Digital Underground used, but pairing it with serious lyrics, right?
Yeah, they were trying to anyway.
Problem is, Chuck D owns Public Enemy. If he wanted, he could go solo and call himself Public Enemy. And that's why Flav got kicked out. He disagreed with Chuck D. And he was like, motherfucker, I own this shit. Get out.
Well, sort of. No, it's a joint ownership thing, though. Like there is like paperwork.
It's not, though. Chuck D owns that shit 100%. He could literally go out and call himself Public Enemy, and he'd be fine. That's why it was so easy for him to take one of the founding fucking members and say, you know what, you're gone.
I mean, because this happened like a month ago. I remember I was listening to it. I was listening to shit about it coming up from fucking Virginia the one day. Yeah, fucking dismissal from the story. He declined to join them at the Bernie stand. Flavor Flav clarified, and he said, I don't have anything against Bernie, the hype man said. I think he's a good person. Wish him luck. I think they're all good people except Trump. Some people tried to say, I did this because I'm a Trump supporter, and that's not true. Fuck Trump. Public Enemy clarified that the group did not part ways with Flavor Flav or his political views. He has been on suspension since 2016 when he was MIA from the Harry Belafonte benefit in Atlanta, Georgia, reads a joint statement signed by members Chuck D, DJ Lord, Jaheed, James Bomb, and Pop Diesel. That was the last straw for the group. He had previously missed numerous live gigs from Glastonbury to Canada, album recording sessions and photo shoots. He always chose to party over work. Public Enemy toured in Europe. He co-headlined with the Wu-Tang Clan in May 2019 without Flavor. They've also done numerous benefit flows without Flavor. While Public Enemy Radio was moving forward, Flavor Flav was starring on a reality show Growing Up Hip Hop New York, where an episode featured his children discussing an intervention and putting him into rehab. It's time to move on. Everybody wishes Flavor well. Yeah,
I've heard that, and I can see it being just the last straw, right?
Yeah, from what I understand, he's had a drug problem forever.
It shouldn't have been a straw at all. He came out and he said, yo, I don't like my music being used for political reasons. Him being part of a group that's been consistently against politicians, against the government. I feel like it's Chuck D being a little bitch.
Well, here's the thing though, right? Like here's the real thing about it. The problem is that the rest of the group ain't going to be at the Bernie Sanders rally either. It's just Chuck D.
And that's another thing. It was Chuck D throwing his weight around. You can't blame any of the rest of the group.
Yeah, because the rest of the group is also anti-politician as well. Like a lot of them are Nation of Islam guys.
Just like Chuck D used to be.
Used to be.
You know?
Yeah, but you know how that New York shit gets, man. You get into Hollywood, start dealing with the Manhattanites and shit, and all of a sudden you're a champagne socialist and shit.
I mean, if they'll give me free booze, I'll show up at the rallies.
It's like, I'm cool. I'm cool. Like, bro, you ain't gonna buy me with motherfucking free booze and shit. I have a hard time not being real with a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not cool with any of that fucking bullshit. As far as I'm concerned, like, poor people are fucked worse by socialism than anybody the fuck else. And it seems like maybe black people would do a lot better, you know what I mean, without having all this this extra currency floating around the goddamn system. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna need an explanation there. Poor people are fucked more by socialism?
Yes, way more by socialism than they are by anything else.
I feel like the poor and the rich do all right under socialism. It's the middle class that don't do so well.
I'm gonna explain to you why. All right, so here's the problem. Socialism spawns capitalism's fucking wealth that it gained, right? And when you put more money into the system, you end up devaluing the currency. So the poor people who earn less money to begin with, right, their fucking dollar goes less of a fucking ways. And then you end up having a wealth disparity gap because rich people who already have stuff like stocks, bonds, cars, real estate, things of this nature, their shit ends up going up in fucking value with the currency because of the fact that the currency is worth less. And so as poor people are standing here struggling to get by because their dollar is going less and less far every year, where like a car costs more, like say 5 years ago, if you plan to buy a car, right? And in 2018 to 2019, the car went up $10,000 in price and you were just saving to try and get that fucking car. All of a sudden now it's going to cost you $10,000 more to do it, but you're earning the same exact fucking money.
Nice. So
that's how it fucks poor people.
I could see that, I guess, I'll say, since I kind of zoned out and wasn't listening. I'll be right back.
Give an example. This is what happens. Oh my god! I think he realized he had to pee and his body prioritized. It's like, no. We gotta focus on this.
He's like, I'm drunk and like fucking wait. I gotta pee. Fuck.
What did Pino just say?
Something about poor people getting fucked.
God damn it! This nigga's over here being all. People's all fucking fucked up. I thought poor people were helped by socialism. No.
I guess no. New York was probably the main factor that made Jim Carrey go fucking nuts. The whole socialism nonsense as well.
I thought Jim Carrey moved to the South.
Well, I think he went nuts probably before that, because when his wife divorced him, it was apparently a very messy divorce. And then he just sort of got all fucked up and became a painter. There's videos of him like, he was probably on drugs too. There's video of him like dancing around on the streets of New York, acting like a fucking fool. Like,
there was there's this body language ghost. She goes by Bombard's Body Language. She does these readings of different footage, and she does quite a few on Jim Carrey during, before, and after his breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool shit.
This is when that sounds bizarre, but all right.
Yeah, like the way she reads it, it's like it's spot on how he, I guess his progression, looking back on what he was going through with the divorce and the, I guess you could say his separation from all the Hollywood shit.
I mean,
yeah. I feel like it was like and Brooklyn that fucked up Jim Carrey.
Maybe. I mean, I remember Jim Carrey back in the 90s. He was fucking everywhere. His name was a household name. Mm-hmm. And then he just went nuts. I don't know what happened. I mean, like, he made tons of money off of like Ace Ventura, The Mask, but he essentially was playing the same character.
But well, I mean, he's always been kind of crazy. I mean, he was one step away from suicide before In Living Color took him in.
That's true. A lot of those people do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, you're back.
Yeah.
I am.
Schmeckle, do you remember Jim Carrey?
He was the guy from Eternal Spotlight, yeah?
I had to pick the most
Eternal
random thing.
Sunshine, rather.
Eternal Sunshine of the what was it, Spotless Mind?
The Spotless Mind, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's all types of great shit that he did, and he goes to this one. Like, there's a Truman
That
Show,
was
The Mask.
That was without a doubt his best movie.
All right.
Although the Truman Show was really good.
How about Man on the Moon?
I don't think I've seen that.
It's a good one.
He did a biopic of fucking Andy Kaufman.
Oh yes, I have seen that.
What was that?
That was ridiculously good.
Yeah, that was amazing.
What was that one movie where he played like the adult version of a kid whose friend died or some shit? Wasn't it like his first drama appearance? I forgot what it was. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it was that Eternal Sunshine movie. Because
that was the one where they kept erasing their minds to forget each other.
Yeah, that's not it. It was.
I know there's definitely it's a fucked up kind of a movie because it deals with like ethereal. No, I shouldn't say ethereal. It's like mind nonsense. It's bizarre.
Yeah. I've never been a huge fan of the. I liked those movies. Why are you asking?
Oh, we were just talking about like stuff in the '90s and also New York and how it fucks you up. And I was talking about how Jim Carrey, like ever since he started living in New York or whatever, he's been like really socialist nonsense kind of a guy. So I was thinking,
I'm not gonna lie, man. Socialism as a whole, pretty bad. There's some ideas that are pretty good. I for one like our healthcare system. I wouldn't want to live.
I legit
in the U.S. with their system.
I cannot wait until we start using our military to enforce our fucking healthcare system in your fucking goddamn country. Legit, because that's gonna happen here soon. If like, because
you guys are dying off at such a rate, you ain't gonna be a world power no more.
Yeah, look here. Do you think our tanks and bombs are just gonna disappear?
No, but the guys to drive them and push the buttons will.
Young people don't die. Old people do.
Man, you guys had a fucking 5-year-old die the other day of COVID.
No, he probably
Simon Birch. That was it.
No, it was a girl.
No, it's the movie Simon Birch. That's the one I was thinking of. You were right on Eternal Sunshine.
That movie, hands down my favorite Jim Carrey movie. To be fair, I'm not a big Jim Carrey fan, but
I think you're all overlooking the masterpiece that is The Grinch.
Jimmy, this will not be the first or last time I advocate for your suicide.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm over here looking at this. 2 first responders lost their young daughter to coronavirus.
That one.
Yo, legit, fucking, there had to be something really actually wrong with this kid in order for the kid to die.
No, definitely. Healthy people are generally not dying from it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's the old, the fucking unwell, but you gotta remember that means fucking babies and shit, right?
Yo, babies are fine. Like the reason is because like babies have good lungs.
Once they start catching it, they won't be.
No. Like, yo, kids get it and they recover really quickly because their lungs aren't fucked up from smoking and, fucking exhaust fumes and, 20 years of living in this industrial fucking society. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's why, like, the kids haven't been really dying because their lungs are fine. This affects your lungs, right? I don't know.
I guess that does make some sense.
Yeah, like that's why it doesn't affect the kids. It affects old people who already have, lung capacity problems to begin with. COPD, smoking, black lung, fucking mesothelioma, lung cancer, all that type of shit.
Or just basic like wear and tear from life.
Yeah. That's why old people are dying. You know what I mean? That's what the situation is. So, like, it's not really that bad. You know what I mean?
It's bad enough that you guys have what, almost 50,000, over 50,000 at this point, deaths from it.
We have a lot of old people.
Sure you do, but it's not just old people dying. It's mainly old people.
Yeah, it's mainly old people.
But a lot of people dying.
Who cares?
It's just that you guys are like say China's worse than you.
I'm
You
not.
guys
I'm not
still
a fan of-
are not only the second worst country in the world for this shit. Or sorry, you guys are, if China is worse, the second worst country. You are not the second most populated country in the world.
Yo, look, the reality is that this is America where like our freedom shall not be infringed. So individuals, you know, are gonna die from this because like they're not gonna stand here and give up their rights really easily. You know,
So Americans are just kind of dumb.
it's not dumb. It's not dumb at all. Like, yo, look, all right, we have a fucking system that's based on fucking freedom. All right. You know, every American has that mentality of where we go, hey, look, it is those who will trade fucking safety or liberties for safety will receive neither fucking safety or liberty. Like, it is what it is. That's the mentality we have. It's not a dumb mentality, it's the right mentality to have.
It's not, though, if it leads to more you dying than need to.
Freedom isn't free, my friend.
Well, that's again kind of dumb.
It's not dumb.
It is. I mean, if you
Would
would
you much
put
rather
your,
have a do you want to have a draconian government?
if you would put your beliefs ahead of your survival without any benefit to the people around you, that's fucking dumb. Like, I can see putting your beliefs ahead of your survival if you're fighting for the rest of the people. But if you're just going, no, I'd rather be free than healthy, you're a fucking idiot. That's just fucking dumb.
Let Darwinism
It's
take
not
its course,
fucking dumb.
then.
Yo, it's America. All right. America says look,
Okay, so
individual liberty
America's
and
kind of
motherfucking
dumb.
freedom are more important. No. Like,
Well,
yo, America is the basis for
America.
which all these fucking countries have any type of freedom.
No,
Hey, look.
America was until this.
Hey. Let's think of this from an evolutionary perspective, shall we? In America, you have the freedom, you have equal freedom to fail as you do to succeed. Now, people who are more inclined to fail are going to end up failing, dying, making the wrong decisions, and contributing exactly nothing as if they were unfree. I mean, they're useless. Let evolution take its course, and the successful people will be able to pass on to the next generation for the most part. Now, let's say we put us in a place like China where nobody's free, and both the successful people prone to success and people not prone to success are going to both fail under this regime because there is no room for growth. There's no freedom for innovation.
Okay, so both systems are dumb. You can't go to either extreme of shit.
I'd say go to the extreme that
No,
allows.
you
for
still
the
can't. You
successful
can't have
to,
fascism either.
Yeah, you can't have fascism. You can certainly have proper regulations to make sure people don't die in large amounts.
Well, I
But
mean,
regardless,
people are supposed to die
regardless,
from time to time.
yeah, people are supposed to die from time to time. Generally, not in large amounts. Yeah, when we're
Yes,
talking
they are.
like,
Yo, the tree of liberty, the tree of
when we're
the
talking
tree of liberty must be motherfucking watered with the blood
9/11.
of patriots and tyrants alike.
Oh, yes,
The tree of liberty must be watered with the blood of patriots and tyrants alike for its natural manure, my friend. It is what it is. Motherfuckers is gonna die.
it's a great saying, but the fact is, you can sit there and you can go, okay, there are steps I need to take to preserve myself and others, and there are steps you avoid taking when you say, nah, you know what, fuck this, I got rights. It's a certain amount of personal responsibility.
Yeah, you have personal responsibility not to harm other people and put other people in fucking danger, right? But on the same point, right, you don't stand here and shut down and destroy your society just to save the fucking old, right? And fuck over the young.
It depends on whether or not you're looking at the numbers, right?
I am looking at the numbers.
Yeah, you got something that's gonna kill off a bunch of people. Yes, you certainly need to look at the economic repercussions of you closing shit down to protect those people. You also very much need to look at the political repercussions of not saving those people. And beyond that, you need to look at the basic moral repercussions of writing those people off.
Okay, well let's let go of the moral question because this isn't a moral.
That's why it was last.
I mean, all right, look, here's where it's at. Okay, so even if you do want to bring morality into it, like these kids and our grandkids who are going to have to pay for all this bullshit and deal with the fact that they don't have any rights or freedoms, right, are gonna stand here and not have a say in what the fuck they're able to fucking do because the debt is just going to be handed to them.
But that's
number one.
That's a worry a lot of people have, but it's not the fact of it.
It is the fact of it, though.
It's not, though.
It is.
Temporary measures have been enacted.
Nothing
has been changed. The actual laws, the actual shit that will go on after this.
We've spent $10 trillion.
You spent $10 trillion while your country is already massively in debt and still doing just fine. Let's be honest, as far as your country goes, you'll just borrow more and be good to go.
No, we really won't, right?
Other countries might have to worry about this shit. You guys have a consistent habit of getting yourselves out of shit by getting money from the other countries that all know that you can fuck them over if they don't.
Well, like it's because we have a military to be able to do so, right? And that's fine. But we have a couple of rather large issues looming that this is bringing about rather quickly. First off, like pension debts that legit Illinois just asked for an $80 billion fucking bailout of their fucking pension system because of the fact that they don't have any fucking money coming in. Fucking Connecticut's warming up. Fucking Kentucky's looking like they're going to be next. Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, fucking California.
Our country isn't all that fucked by this. A lot of your shit could be solved if you'd sell us some of the northern states.
Yeah, we'd be more than willing to give you
sell off the north.
You give us. I actually don't know which of your states are northern except for New York. But
Oregon, Washington, and California. As far as I'm concerned, you can have.
I don't think California is northern, but I think Oregon's north. We can take that.
Can we make a trade? You
know what? We'll give you a fucking nice necklace, a fucking pearl necklace, if you'll give us Manhattan.
We'll take those. Here, we'll do a trade. Canada can take those 4 states. Can America have Alberta?
No,
absolutely.
God damn it! Come on, I just want
Jimmy. If we're trading something off, you know which province we're getting.
They will not take Quebec. I'm sorry.
You know what? We'll give them money to take it.
I don't know if you guys.
We want Oregon, New York, and the rest of the ones that border us. You get Quebec, and we'll give you $1 million.
Look, if you could shape up those Frenchies and make them speak English and turn it into a reality show, I'll fucking watch it.
I'll tell you what.
Jimmy, what if we Truman showed all of Quebec?
Yes.
We could make all the money our country would ever. We'd be the world power, Jimmy.
Oh God, Quebec.
We just Truman show Quebec.
I don't know. Quebec is like a reality show. The province, like fuck.
We crossed the Truman Show with, like Stephen King's The Dome. And well, we got it.
I'll be honest, I kind of already thought that was the case with Quebec.
It's kind of how the rest of the country treats them. Well, we don't go in there. We don't want them to come around here.
I don't even know what
they're
Quebec is.
unblessed. You're good.
Yo, nice to know I know.
They are Canada's shame.
Yo, what part of Canada is Quebec?
Y'all are sitting there like, oh, well, fucking Canada's caught Justin Bieber. Oh, we got a whole fucking province to be ashamed of.
What
Quebec
part of
is
Canada is Quebec?
Quebec is what you guys call Louisiana, but not cool.
Yeah,
Well, like,
Quebec
are they right wing at least?
No.
No.
Although kind of in a way. They are. What do you call nationalists when they don't have a country to be nationalist, just a province?
Wait, aren't they the French ones?
Yes.
Yeah, those ones.
Oh, yeah, we don't want the French ones.
Nobody wants the French ones. We don't want the French. They're fucking
You guys already have Louisiana.
like
Yeah,
Quebec is the welfare sponge of Canada, and but they have this snooty attitude. They think they're the best.
Yeah,
Like,
they are the worst.
Yeah.
I have met people. I have met people who legitimately used to be Nazis. Obviously, all very, very old. I have met people who were corrupt cops. I've met soldiers that killed children on the battlefield. Quebec is worse. Quebec is so much worse. Every person from Quebec is worse than that.
I mean,
Quebec
do they
is where-
have good food.
Quebec is where like we got Justin Trudeau.
Quebec is where we got Paul Bernardo.
Goddamn.
Who the fuck is that?
You people are like, yo, Justin Trudeau's the first thing I've known that what you said out of all this shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
Paul Bernardo raped almost as many people.
Who is Paul
True
Bernardo?
story. He was the Scarborough rapist. He was
Okay,
with,
was he good at it,
Malka.
or was he like I don't know?
Well,
what
I
that
mean,
means.
he never raped me. Like, I don't know how good he was.
No, I mean like track record. You know how?
Oh,
much
he was prolific. Yes.
You need to understand the weird thing is about Canada is that all of the great psychopaths and mass murderers, they pretty much all come from Canada. The stuff that they make movies about.
All right, I have a question.
Yeah.
Would y'all have had like an ethnic genocide of Quebec once we took it?
I'm open to that.
I mean, I don't want to say the word genocide.
I mean, like, it's very likely we're being monitored, so I can't answer that fully, but I can't say no either. It's hard. I don't know. I mean, my distaste for Quebec is quite massive. Let's just say.
I would like to point out I have met some people from Quebec that I would not genocide, but most of them were born elsewhere and then moved there.
Okay, let's see. 3 to 4 killed, 13 raped, and 6 attempted. And oh, damn, he cute.
Yeah, he was a pretty man.
He's
he's actually he just became eligible for parole this year, and he's going up for it.
Yeah, but he's old now, so it's kind of.
Well, he's not going to get it. There's no chance he's ever getting out of prison. Carla Homolka, however, did. The chick who helped him with 3 murders, along with rapes, including her own sister.
Oh, the blonde with the bougie.
Ain't that the dude from? Yo, that's that dude from fucking the Flintstones movie, Charlie Sheen's brother and shit.
Emilio Estevez. They kind of look similar. Yeah.
That's not Emilio Estevez. That's the other one.
Oh,
the one. No, it's Stephen Baldwin. Maybe fucking not Stephen Baldwin. The other Baldwin.
I'm looking it up.
Alec.
No, Adam Baldwin.
Adam. No, Adam
Adam
Baldwin's
Baldwin.
not a Baldwin.
Hold on.
He's only somewhat connected to them.
Let's see. Flintstones. Hold on. The live action movie.
There was two of them. One of them was Rick Moranis, I think, and the other one was the dude.
Yeah. Which one was the? No, not the dude. It was John Goodman. Was it the Goodman one or the Moranis one?
Not the Moranis one.
Okay, the Goodman one.
Man, I hope they bring back Moranis for the Ghostbusters sequel, the one they're working on.
I don't know.
Stephen Baldwin. He looks like Stephen Baldwin from Biodome with fucking Pauly Shore.
Okay.
I guess I can see that.
John Candy, Jim Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Chevy Chase were considered for the role.
This dude's over here like reading.
Gina Davis, Faith Ford, Catherine O'Hara for Wilma.
Yeah, Linus, read in your head. Remember what I taught you?
I'm retarded. I don't know what that means.
I'm reading the chat right now, and you see how I'm not saying it all out loud? I probably should, though.
BB's out there.
Oh, wait, here we are.
Here we are. Thought we were here, Linus.
There are no Baldwins. Or there are no Baldwins.
Yeah, I thought there were no Baldwins in the Flintstones.
Yeah. There's Sam Raimi, but
he doesn't look like a Baldwin.
Oh,
Wait,
there's Jay Leno, too. I didn't know he was
What was Sam Raimi doing in the Flintstones?
He was Cliff Vandercave's lookalike.
Really?
Well, obviously, we all know who that is.
No clue who that is. Let's see.
The rumor is Sam Raimi's supposed to direct the next Doctor Strange movie. I fucking hope that happens.
Sam Raimi, he was the original Spider-Man movies, right?
Yeah, the original Spider-Man and Evil Dead.
I didn't like the Evil Dead movies.
Oh, okay. Well, I enjoyed them.
I don't know. I got a specific taste when it comes to the horror shit.
But yeah, he did the original Spider-Man movies. You're right.
I did like the first two of those.
Yeah, no one likes the third, but the first two, especially the second one with Dr. Octopus, fuck yeah. Damn near perfect superhero movie. We'll never have another one.
Viva Rock Vegas, the Flintstone movie in 2000.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one I've seen. I loved that movie when I was like 6.
And the guy who looked like shit.
The Baldwin.
I can't remember that guy's name. Fucking the dude who played Fred Flintstone looked like that one YouTuber who fucking ran for fucking MEP over in Britain and shit.
Sargon?
Sargon?
Sargon. Yeah, he looked like Sargon of Akkad.
Oh my god, he does look no.
Look at him in the movie. Look at him in the movie.
Okay, yeah, hold on.
I think Sargon kind of looks like what's his name, like the guy from Home Improvement, the sidekick.
Everybody hates.
Oh, Al, yeah.
He kind of looks like Sargon.
Sargon, Al, and there was a third guy that looked just like them. But yeah, I've definitely seen the owl look on Sargon. Is Sargon still doing shit?
Yeah.
He's actually doing really well.
He wasn't. Obviously UKIP didn't win any seats, so he went back.
I saw that. Clearly, he's not a politician no more.
Which is fine. I mean, I don't want an internet guy as a politician.
He's just gone back to being a regular pundit. Like he's just not. Yeah, he's gone back to his comfort zone.
Although I did like.
No, go ahead.
I did like his street debates. It was kind of like Allow with Crowder changed my mind, except
British.
British. Well, the weird thing is I'm always used to British people being all these polite and all that. These are people fucking ready to kill him.
Oh yeah,
it was vicious. Which is part of the reason why I enjoyed it. It's like who's gonna fucking try and milkshake him? he had to hire security, and every now and then security had to push people back because they were literally lunging for him.
Oh fuck yeah! That's actually something we gotta talk about in a little bit, Jimmy. I got some plans. There's some protests gonna be coming up. I assume after the lockdown has happened in Toronto, which I happen to be real close to, right?
Mhm.
We'll talk later about specifics, but basically I was thinking I could go do the fuck, I can't remember her name. That one blonde chick with the gun all the time thing.
I don't know.
Caitlin Bennett?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, the one who shit her pants.
Well, I won't do that part.
I would hope not.
What? She shit her pants?
So there's a photo. You'll look. There's a photo that was circulated of her passed out drunk on the floor, and she wasn't wearing any underwear. And under her skirt, you can see all the shit that she shat out, and she's passed out. And there's like a hashtag "Do It for State."
Gross.
But no, basically, I'm gonna insert myself into protests where I'm not needed, and just be a dick until people hit me, and then say, "Look, that was unreasonable."
Dude.
So you're gonna be Andy Worski.
Well, no, I don't want anyone pulling a gun for me.
Well, it'll be in Canada, so I doubt they'll have. Although I should preface
That's how this ends.
What do you guys have? Like weaponized shovels or some shit? Like what is it? You get all your weapon advice from the Red Green show?
No, Wolverine was actually a true story. We all got claws that just pop out. It's ridiculous. None of us ever fight because we're terrified of each other.
If it's not adamantium, it's fucking bones, and I don't want to get STDs, man.
It hurts.
The stories about Wendigos, yeah, it's because of Wolverine. Fucking wandering the woods with claws out, yeah.
To be fair, there's a reason most of the North is uninhabited. Too many of our guys end up in the fucking frozen wilderness and go, "Yeah, I'll eat my buddy."
Yeah,
it's don't eat people, cunts. You'll become a monster.
Well, yeah, that's something you really should have brought up to Reza Aslan a couple of years ago.
No. See, it only works if it happens in Canada. Otherwise, you're safe. If you're outside of Canada, eat whoever you want.
I don't know about that. He's kind of been going batshit these last few years.
Of course he went batshit. He ate fucking human brain.
Yeah.
There's a disease you get called kuru, and that's when your body's literally digesting itself.
If you eat a human brain, obviously you're running the chance of taking that brain's insanity into you. He ate a man who was nuts. He became nuts.
I feel like that's not
It's called genetics, cunts.
Man,
biology by Schmeckle.
See, I didn't hear about the brain eating till fairly recently. And I was wondering where the hell Reza Aslan was, because he used to be fucking everywhere. Because he was like, I'm an expert in religion. And it's like, I remember hearing.
He's trying to make up for the fact that he has no personality and he's trying to get laid.
Like he has a PhD in creative writing, not religion. It's like creative writing.
Motherfucker, creative.
I gotta go cut a video.
Okay, thanks for coming on, Peanut. We'll talk to you later.
All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Can I get a smooch? Man, he moved out of the way and Linus got it.
Hell yeah, and I'm upside down.
Didn't want to kiss the gay guy.
Ready to get in the gay?
But no, Reza Aslan,
half job.
He ate people because he was like, hey, I'm an anthropology professional. I'm hanging out with fucking cannibals. And also this guy's fucking scary as shit, so I'm gonna do what he says. If you watch the video, he even gets yelled at by the guy. He's sitting there like, oh, okay. I'll eat the people.
God damn.
And 1 year later, he was threatening children on Twitter.
What?
The Covington thing. He was
Oh.
one of the many people who was like saying, you know, these kids ought to be exposed, killed, beat up, etc.
And now the Covington kids were the ones who got shot at, correct?
No, the
No.
Covington kids,
No. They were the MAGA hat kids at the protest.
yeah,
Yes.
and the Native
That-
American who was trying to turn it into Oppression Olympics.
Well, yeah, he was trying
the Native American who had been involved in a bunch of shit like that and called out for it a bunch of times.
Well,
Mhm.
he tried to antagonize the kids by taking the drum and went right up to the kid's face and just beating the drum right in his face. Like, come on. The kid should be suing him. And I think some guys sued
There
him
was a
anyways.
countersuit, and it was successful, I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you come up to me and start banging a drum in my face. For a couple seconds, I'm going to be amused. And then when you don't go away, it's going to be like, all right, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then when you don't leave, it's going to be like, all right, bang your fucking drum, I guess.
Man, I love how the Black Israelites just flew under the radar when that happened.
Yeah.
Black Israelites?
Oh, you don't know about them? That's gonna be fun. Okay.
No, I know a bunch of high school kids, Indian
Remember when
guy.
we were talking about black activism in the 90s and shit? 80s and 90s? This is like-
I know what Black Israelites are. I don't know how they're tied to this.
No, they're not literally black people from Israel. That's different.
No, I know that.
They believe that they were the original Jews and that white Jews are fake Jews somehow, and they all deserve the Holocaust, even though the Holocaust never happened.
I take exception to that.
Yeah, no, it's there's a lot of footage of them just going ham on random crowds, and it's quite amusing actually. They're racist against everybody, which is quite delightful.
If you say so.
But how were they involved in?
Well, Samaj can explain.
No, I was just gonna say they were there as well. I mean, they were, I think, behind the Aboriginal guy. So there was a whole group, and they were like saying awful, terrible things to these kids. The kind of thing that, you know, if you say to a child, you probably should get arrested for. You know, very, very rude, threatening, and other kind of stuff. It's because they're trying to incite a reaction.
Well, you know that scene in Always Sunny where Danny DeVito comes in and literally kills everybody on the wrestling stage?
No, I've missed a bunch of seasons apparently.
Well, it was one of the early seasons. It was like the main three guys were getting into a fight with like the Cricket, and Cricket was winning, but then Danny DeVito killed Cricket almost by throwing a trash can at him.
I don't remember that.
Or Danny DeVito in that case. They throw a bunch of trash around at everybody and start a lot of explosions.
Okay.
There was actually two who shot up a synagogue a few years back in New York.
Yeah, no, I've heard of Black Israelites as a group. I just didn't realize they were connected to the whole Covington kids scandal.
Well, that's where part of the accusations that racial slurs were being flung around. They were the ones flinging those around at both the Native Americans and the Covington kids, and literally
So the Covington kids confronted the Indian guy. Plus, racial slurs were being thrown around, and they
Pretty
just didn't mention it was other people throwing the slurs.
pretty much. They completely ignored the Black Israelites for like the first few weeks of coverage, and then people started bringing them up, and that was quite entertaining watching my family learn about them. It was quite funny.
Yeah, I could see something like that happening.
Mhm.
Personally, I think any blame for the situation should come down to the Indian guy who tried, native guy, who tried to spin himself off as a victim when he was being a dick, and a bunch of children just didn't take him being a dick. Other people yelling shit, like black Israelites or anyone around, also yelling shit. Probably also shitty people, but that situation to me comes down to one dude sitting there and going, these people made me a victim because he wanted some fucking attention. Especially when you consider, I forget the guy's name, but he's pulled this shit before, right? He's a consistent victim.
Yeah, he's pretty much made a profession of it.
But I'm sorry, if you're sitting there being bullied by high school kids, whether or not they were being racist or shit like that, yeah, you're a little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
If you can be bullied by children, you're a pussy. Do you know how many times I have been bullied by children? Exactly 0 times. Even while I was a children.
When I was a
0
children.
times.
Schmeckle was never a child. He was always children.
We have always referred to ourselves in the plural. But no, when I was a kid, if I got bullied, I did one of 2 things. Brush the fucking guy off because he was just being a dick. It was just words. Or if he wanted to get physical, I had one of my bigger friends beat him up. I was bullied never. As an adult, I have had adults try to bully me. I have never had a child try to bully me. Because I am bigger than a child. I am bigger than most high school kids, and I am small. I am not a big man.
How big are you? Like how tall?
5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, about average.
But how big are you, Schmeckle?
We'll figure out later, Linus. I was going to call you Schmeckle. That would have been the wrong thing to call you.
Probably.
But no, I've never been a particularly heavy dude. Up until a couple months ago, I was sitting under 140. My biggest in high school, I was probably 180 or so. But people do not bully me. Because in high school, again, very easy. It's words, I'll brush it off, or it's physical. I'll have that dude who's like 200 pounds beat you up. And now that I'm a grown-up, it's just like, oh, you're pulling some shit? Oh, well, we work together. Fuck you, I can pull better shit, and if you try to report me, I got all your shit to go back on. One time I had a cop try and pull some shit. I got pulled over multiple times by this dude. Believe it or not, his excuse was that he was trying to make sure my car was clean because I was a delivery driver. I ended up pointing out to that dude that he was not, in fact, a health inspector and that he was well out of his jurisdiction.
Well, they do have secret shoppers sometimes, but they wouldn't tell you if they were.
Yeah, no, this guy had pulled me over one time and found a bong in my trunk. And then he decided to continue pulling me over after that.
Well, yeah, you're easy revenue at that point.
He ended up, I had gone from one delivery job to another in between when he had first pulled me over. He pulled me over again. He saw some papers scattered in my trunk. He's like, oh, your car's a mess again. I'm going to report you to your your bosses. When he had pulled me over, I had recorded the conversation. After he let me go, I cleaned up the papers. I drove back to work and I was like, hey, that cop I already mentioned to you guys, he's going to report me in a couple minutes. Go take a look at my car. They did. It was nice and clean. He called up and my boss basically said, hey, go fuck yourself unless you got charges to lay. By the way, what's your name? Cop had to give his name to them. I called up a little later. I said, hey, this cop has pulled me over 6 times at this fucking point. 5 of them, or 6 of them were for no reason, but 5 of them, he had no cause and found nothing. What's going on? I got no response. Didn't get pulled over by the guy again for a couple months. Then he pulled me over again. Put me in cuffs. Put me in the back of my car. Or in the back of his car, rather. Didn't give me any reason for why I was being arrested. About 15 minutes later, lets me go. So I went home. I called up my mom, who I'd spoken about with this shit before. Told her the story, and she was like, hey, why don't you call this guy? And she gives me the name of my my fucking DARE officer when I was in like 5th or 6th grade. Yeah, you remember DARE, Jimmy?
Yeah, I remember DARE.
Drug abuse resistance education.
Yeah, they had like a lion for a mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, I hadn't really liked the guy, but I have 2 younger sisters who had both been close with the guy. So I call him up. He's working at, it's a small town, right? He's working at the local precinct. He's, I forget the rank, but higher up there. I tell him the story. I tell him the name. He says, don't worry. You won't hear from this guy again. Never heard from that guy again. About 2 weeks ago, I found out that he's been moved to a different precinct because he had pissed off enough people that he was not safe around here.
Really?
Yeah. He had been a dick to enough people that they had to get him the fuck out of here. Now, it'd be really badass if I could say that was me upholding a grudge that I'd held since I was fucking like 18, 19. Unfortunately, I can't claim that, but I still like the fact that he got chased the fuck out of town. You know?
It's good to think about. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you know what? I hope nobody kills him, but he got his comeuppance. Anyway, with that story, we're probably gonna, before we do, Object of Hate says you're going to get bullied by children at that Toronto protest, Schmeckle. You're small for your generation. Object of Hate, I am small for a lot of generations. But I ain't getting bullied at no protest. You know why? Because I'm going in with a camera specifically aiming to get bullied, and my luck don't work like that. I'm gonna walk in and everyone's gonna be real sweet to me. It's gonna fucking suck. Yeah, we're gonna shut the fuck down tonight. We had nobody important. There was a lady on at one point though, so if you's cunts here who ain't seen a lady in a while, want to go see one, there was a still avatar of a blonde chick. So
I mean, she has a penis, so
Yeah, I mean the dick doesn't help, but y'all can't see that in the picture, right? So,
I can feel
by
it.
the way, AP's having sex with her. Good night, cunts. Dumb fucks. I hate our fans.